Hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in this video, we are going to understand how to automatically import IndiaMart inquiries in Google Sheets. So are you also using IndiaMart to sell your products online, and do you also receive a lot of inquiries from your IndiaMart account? Then this video is definitely for you. So over here I'm doing the same. I'm running a B2B company, and for that I receive a lot of inquiries from my IndiaMart account. So now what I want is that as soon as a new inquiry is received from my IndiaMart account, automatically the details of that inquiry should be added to my Google Sheets. So we are going to create a connection to do this between IndiaMart and Google Sheets. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen.
Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video we are going to understand how to automatically import IndiaMart inquiries in Google Sheets. So as you know that I'm running a B2B company that frequently receive inquiries through IndiaMart, but managing these inquiries manually is a really tedious task, as it involves sorting through numerous messages and adding data into spreadsheet by hands. This manual process not only consumes valuable time but also increases the risk of missing important details or making mistakes in data entry. So now what I want is that as soon as a new lead is received through my IndiaMart account, automatically these same lead details would be added right over here in my Google Sheets automatically without any manual efforts. So to do this, I have simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we are going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of towers free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And as soon as we are going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. But I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And as soon as we are going to click on access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we are going to click on this button. It says create workflow. And now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to automatically import IndiaMart inquiries in Google Sheets. And then we are going to click on create, and as soon as we are going to click on create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. And now to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So I'm going to select my trigger application as IndiaMart because I want that as soon as a new lead is received through my IndiaMart, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for IndiaMart and then we are going to select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as new leads. So trigger event means that on which events the workflow gets triggered. So I want that the workflow should trigger when a new lead is captured. So I'm going to select the same, and as soon as we are going to do this, it is giving me a webhook URL. So we're going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Pabbly's workflow and our IndiaMart account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this webhook URL and then we are going to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your IndiaMart account, navigate to the lead manager section in the left tab. So I'm going to open my IndiaMart account, and as you can see that this is my IndiaMart account. And now what we have to do is from the left side bar we have to go on lead manager, and as soon as we are going to go on lead manager, we are going to go on this three dots which is the menu, and then import export lead and then push API. And now it is asking me to select the source. So I'm going to select it as other because this is mentioned in my workflow help text. And now it is asking me for the CRM platform name and the webhook listener URL. So we are going to enter the platform name as Pabbly Connect, and then for the webhook listener URL, we are going to paste the URL we copied from our workflow. And then we are going to click on save details. And as soon as we are going to do so, it is asking that why do you want to send these leads to another application. So here you can see the reason. So you can select one of this. So let's suppose that I'm going to select this this, I feel that I can permanently save the leads from IndiaMart and view later. And then we are going to click to generate OTP. And as soon as we are going to do this, you can see that it has sent me the OTP. So I'm going to enter the OTP right over here. And now after entering the OTP, I'm going to click on submit. And as soon as we are going to click on submit, yes, you can see over here the CRM platform name and the webhook listener URL. So yes, with this, we have successfully created a connection between our IndiaMart account and our Pabbly's workflow. But over here, you can see that it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes, it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission. And in order to do this test submission, I'm going to open my IndiaMart account, and over here you can see that it is saying test your webhook listener URL. So I'm going to go on this, and as you can see that now over here it is saying test, so I'm going to click on this test. And as soon as we are going to click on test, yes, you can see over here we have successfully did the test submission. And now what does this mean is, this also means that IndiaMart has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. So I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response of the test submission. And yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response of the test submission. Over here you can see the full response of the test submission made. You can see the response subject, the state, the pin code, the phone number. Over here you can see the sender's name too. We're going to scroll and look for another details. Over here you can see the email and also the company name. You can see the city and address, and you can also see the query message received from our senders. I'm going to expand this. So now with this, we have successfully received the test response, but you are going to receive the response of your live leads and inquiries right over here. So yes, with this, we have successfully completed our trigger step, and we have successfully received the response of our lead. So now what I want is that these details should be added right over here in my spreadsheet too. For that, we are going to add the action application as Google Sheets. So I'm going to search for Google Sheets right over here, and as you can see Google Sheets, so we are going to select it. And as soon as we are going to select Google Sheets, it is asking me for the action event. So I'm going to select the action event as add new row, and again we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we are going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Google Sheets account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then sign in with Google. And as soon as we are going to click on sign in with Google, after selecting our Gmail account, it is asking me for some permissions. So I'm going to click on allow right over here and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow Pabbly safe, and as soon as we are going to click on allow, you can see that we have successfully connected our Google Sheets account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So as you can see, the name of my spreadsheet is new leads and queries. So I'm going to select the same right over here, and as soon as we are going to select the spreadsheet, it is going to ask me to select the sheet. So I'm going to select my sheet as sheet 1, because this is the only single sheet I have in my spreadsheet. And now it is asking me for the name, email, phone number and the query. So we are going to map this. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step, where we selected IndiaMart as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm going to give you an example that over here it is asking me for the name, right? So let's suppose that I'm going to enter the name right over here manually, suppose XYZ. Then this will not change with every new response received, because this is a static information. But if you are going to map this from the previous response, suppose you can see the sender's name. So let's suppose that I'm going to map this from the previous response, then this will definitely change, because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. And now it is asking me for the email, so I'm going to map the email to, I'm going to look for email, and as you can see the email, so we are going to map it. We're going to move on forward, we are going to map the phone number, I'm going to look for it and map it. We are going to move on forward, and now it is asking me for the query, so I'm going to look for it. And as you can see that this is the message I want to add, but as you can see that over here are BR tags in this message, and I don't want to add these same tags in my Google Sheets. For that, I'm going to add another step right over here to remove these tags. So I'm going to click on this add action step button right between IndiaMart and Google Sheets. So if you wish to add the BR tags also, you can go with the same. But if you want to remove the BR tags, you have to follow me. We are going to select the action application as text formatter by Pabbly. So it is a feature by Pabbly which helps you to format the text. And now it is asking me for the action event. So I'm going to select it as replace text, and then we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we are going to do so, it is asking me for the text to select. So I'm going to map the text again right from here, and as you can see the query message, so we are going to to map it. And now it is saying find. So what we have to do is we have to find the same text which we want to replace. So I'm going to keep it as BR right over here. So I'm going to enter it. So I want to find BR tags and I want to replace it with blank. So over here you can see if you want to replace the text with blank, use this tag. So I'm going to copy this and then we are going to paste it right over here in our replace. So now what I have done is I want to find BR and replace it with blank. And now I'm going to click on save and send test request, and as soon as we're going to do so, you can see the result without the BR tags. So we're going to map this same result right over here in our Google Sheets. So I'm going to open the query, and now from the response of text formatter by Pabbly, we are going to map the result and click on save and send test request. And as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, yes, you can see that we have received a positive response. We have successfully added the same details in our Google Sheets. So I'm going to open my Sheets and look for the details added, and yes, you can see the details have been added. You can see the name, the email, the phone number, and also the query that we entered right over here. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, but I'll just summarize this workflow for you once. So for the trigger application, we selected IndiaMart. For the trigger event, we selected new leads. For the action application, we selected text formatter by Pabbly because I wanted to format a text and remove the BR tags. And again, for the action application, we selected Google Sheets because I wanted to add the details of the new lead received in my Google Sheets. And yes, we were successful with our workflow. Over here you can see the details I added to my Google Sheets during this video. So yes, by using this automation, you can sit back and relax, and as soon as a new lead is received from IndiaMart, you don't have to come again to your workflow and click on save and send test request. Automatically the details will be added in your Google Sheets as soon as the new lead is received. So yeah, this automation will help you to maintain accurate records, quickly access and analyze lead information, and improve overall efficiency in managing our incoming queries. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.